So I'll tell you the story of how Bob Ross died because I got it all figured out.
Okay.
So it's Vietnam, right? They're obviously behind the times. So they got the first episode of Bob Ross right as the last few episodes are being recorded, for whatever season. At that point, they figured out, oh shit, Bob Ross is still alive. That guy who terrorized us for years, and he's painting our fucking homeland. This son of a bitch.
That's a strategic military base.
And
in that farm.
So then they sent an assassin to his home while he was asleep. While he was asleep.
The female version of a man assassin.
The assassin.
So while he was asleep, this man who, for some reason in my mind, was wearing a straw hat.
So is this a straw man argument?
Nah, he's just wearing a straw hat. He's wearing a big super stereotypical style straw hat as he snuck into Bob Ross's house.
And like what Raiden puts on to go in disguise.
Yeah, man has a bag of asbestos labeled asbestos.
But it's green.
For the viewing audience, so they understand. It's just labeled asbestos. The straw hat is so they know he's from Vietnam. Not the part where the Vietnamese send him. The part where he has that's the part America will.
Just like to say it again for the record.
Shouldn't he have a China cap on? But it's not like a China cap. It's actually like kitchen China cap.
It's got a little tag that says "Made in Vietnam."
Let me finish. So as Bob Ross is sleeping, he says "Ning Akao," which is Vietnamese for.
That's fucking Cantonese.
It's Vietnamese for cough.
No, it's Vietnamese for Vietnam never forgets. And then instead of opening the Ziploc bag that says asbestos on it, he cuts a hole in the corner for some reason with a sword. And he shakes the asbestos out into Bobby Rozay's afro, where the one place Bobby Rozay would never look for asbestos.
Wait, his hair is the one place. Well, you got a point.
When he bathes, he never bathes that hair. Apparently.
No, see, Vietnamese asbestos is immune to water, so showers.
Also, R.I.P. his hairdresser.
So
good thing you covered that.
So over time, he slowly gets cancer, and then while he's in the hospital. The same man in the straw hat walked into the hospital inconspicuously somehow. No one had questions about the guy in the hat with the bag that said asbestos. And he walks into the hospital room and he says, "Ni hao," which means again, Vietnam never forgets. Which again means Vietnam never forgets. And he hands him the empty bag that says asbestos on it. And just as Bob Ross reads it, he flatlines. But it's okay. It's okay because
it's a dummy Bob Ross.
because Roberta Ross, Bob Ross's daughter, finds the asbestos man and murders him.
He had a son.
See,
wait. No, isn't Bob Ross' daughter the chick from Blackish?
I think so.
No, that's Diana Ross's daughter.
I know. Let the joke happen.
but no. Well, she all right. Portrayed by a Diana Ross, a daughter that Bob Ross had not known about. And they, when they have the estate meeting, she shows up and they do a blood test on the remains of Bob Ross.
She's Vietnamese.
And she's half Vietnamese because of his lover I talked about earlier. So then that's the sequel, is her going to kill this guy.
Rob, I want this to be the preview.